All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Hall again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is taken at the 15. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
After the sack on first down, Wilson, he finds Corey Davis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jets. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. John Franklin Myers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. To the air, Allen. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The Jets at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw, it's Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Allen now looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the most? Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
There's Hall bringing in another one. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one caught by Kittle. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Wilson will throw again.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Poyer. He's at the 40, the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
A big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll look to set up his blockers. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Allen now on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen going deep for Diggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll try the middle with Cook. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Down inside the 10, and all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Again, it's Cook. And this time they get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing is Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. 51 yards on the punt there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Allen to throw it. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
And check down, complete to Hall.
To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw again is Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Allen going to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And Cook has it, left side. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To the air, Allen. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
He'll try again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Straight ahead is Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 44, Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Wilson to throw. Running right through it. He's got room at the 30. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. Hall ought to give up the middle. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the city will be alive tonight. The Jets have won it. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Jets, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down.